Hey, what's going on? Weirdos, freaks, geeks, dorks. Let's look at some comic books. This is the first. We've never done a video like this before, I don't think. Maybe one, maybe a couple, I don't know. Hello. Usually we're looking like directly at the comic books, but today I'm going to hold them up and we're going to look at them, and I'm going to look at you and you're going to look at me, and we'll see how it goes. So I got a stack of comics here today that just arrived in the mail, and it was a package that I ordered from Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. Gotham City Comics, Kevin down there in Mesa, he sent me a package. And I ordered some comics from him. Well, it was in the other order. I ordered comics and then he sent me a package. Now, this is a facsimile of Iron Man #1. It's new, that's coming out right now. Well, what the heck? Why not? Got you here. Let's look inside. I haven't opened this yet. This is brand new stuff for me that came in a package just now from Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. This is nice. So this is what one of these new facsimiles looks like. You can see that they even include the everything, even these boring ads here on the inside cover. Is that backwards to you guys? Because it looks backwards to me on the screen. I'm not sure why that's happening, but it looks backwards. So this might not be the best way to make these videos because it's backwards. I'll have to figure that out and tackle that, huh? So that was the first thing we looked at from Kevin at Gotham City. It was this new Invincible Iron Man #1 facsimile edition. Everything is exactly as it was when this first came out in about 1968. Well, it doesn't say, but I think the original issue, yeah, Iron Man #1 came out in 1968, originally, May of 68. But we're getting it here today in May, or the end of May of 2023. Now, maybe you're wondering, Meyer, do you live in Mesa, Arizona? Why are you buying comics from Mesa, Arizona? Well, the reason why I'm buying comics from Mesa, Arizona, and Gotham City Comics also sent me this really cool official handbook of the Conan universe that's probably backwards to you. But I hadn't seen this before, but now I have it. And this is something that I feel like I needed for my collection. Learning more and more about the Hyborian Age is important for everyone in today's political climate. So Kevin at Gotham City Comics, he is a subscriber and a viewer of this program sometimes, and of the 4-color fossils over there on the Graphic Man channel that I appear sometimes on, and on the Hotel Orloff channel over there at the Hotel Sprinkle in Rural Retreat, Virginia. He's over there too, and that's probably where I met him the most, was at Hotel Sprinkle. So over there, got to know Kevin and become friends with him. And since I don't have a local comic shop here in the city of San Francisco that I shop at, I buy all my comics from mycomicshop.com. I've been doing it for about 5 or 6 years now. But meeting Kevin over there with Gratu Orloff, getting to know Kevin, made me feel like it was important to support local comic shops, even if they're not my own local comic shop. So now, one of my local so now I have 2 local comic shops, and they're not local to me because of the internet. So I shop at mycomicshop.com and I shop at Gotham City Comics. Kevin sent me a bunch of these GI Combat dollar comics from the early 80s. Now, I had seen these, I have a couple of these in my collection, but only 2. And what's funny is the ones that I have are from the same era as these that he sent me. I think I bought about 4 of them here from him, and they're all from the early 80s, like 82 or 83, which was the time when I was in high school and working at the comic shop and trying all kinds of new things. And some of the new stuff that and the reason why I was trying all kinds of new things is because I'm working at a comic shop, and it was a small comic shop that wasn't busy. So I was able to do a lot of reading during my 8-hour shifts. So I was reading all kinds of stuff that I would have never read before. A lot of it ended up being DC and independent stuff, because up to that point I was just really kind of a Marvel kid, like a lot of us were. So I discovered this GI Combat stuff, these dollar comics. I love giant size comic books. I've always loved the giant size. And these dollar comics from the early 80s are large, like maybe 68 pages. I don't know exactly how many pages they are, but this was this marketing idea that DC came up with in the early 80s. It says Kub Ra Gib-eth. So you can see when the top of a book says Kub Ra Gib-eth, that's going to sell a book. Then I also got about 5 or 6 issues here from Gotham City Comics of one of my favorite comics to collect, and that's Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. Now, I don't have a lot of this era. That's why when I saw that he had these, and they were inexpensive, I just thought I would snatch them up and add them to my collection. Because most of the Walt Disney's Comics and Stories that I own, let's see the address there, Moorhead, Minnesota. The ones that I own are from the 50s, and they're Dell, they're not Gold Key. So these are the Gold Key issues that came out in the 60s, like after, and the early 70s. These ones are from the early 70s, I believe. These are 12 and 15 centers, 70, 71, 74, I'm just guessing when I think these are from. I haven't opened them up and looked inside yet. But they look great. I'm going to get into those and read them. I don't have those. Maybe I have a couple Walt Disney Comics and Stories by Gold Key, but now I have more. Black Hawk. So this is always a fun read for me. I first discovered Black Hawk when I was a little kid in the 70s. The stuff I was reading was the new stuff that had just started in about 75 or something. Maybe Black Hawk was restarted in the mid-70s. This is like a question for Eric Breen, the comic historian, or maybe Paulo Costa. But I think Black Hawk was discontinued at one point in the late 60s or early 70s, and then recontinued in about 74 or 75. Now, I just remember this because I first saw Black Hawk on the stands, and it had a Joe Kubert cover, and that's the first issue that I have that's over there. So yeah, I did it. Anyway, so Black Hawk to me, when I first saw it, was Joe Kubert. I didn't realize that it had a history older than that, and it wasn't until later that I found Black Hawk, these older issues, in like 25-cent and 50-cent bins, also in the 80s, and I bought a few of these. I didn't have that one, but now I do have that one. Let's look at what else Gotham City Comics has sent me. He sent me an awesome sticker. Now, I had one of these. I saw that he had these, and this is a great sticker. I'm going to put that on my surfboard. Isn't that great? I love that sticker. He also sent me a sticker that is a handmade sticker by John Goris for Ghost Tank 4 here on YouTube. I would definitely recommend that you check out the channel John Goris, G-O-R-A-S, John Goris. John, J-O-H-N, Goris, G-O-R-A-S. He is a very talented artist and animator that makes incredible videos, and he also makes these homemade slap stickers that he makes out of postage adhesive labels. You can see that's what this is. See the detail? But he's a very talented, this stuff to me, when I watch his videos, it looks effortless. And that stands out to me. Is that his process appears to be smooth and effortless, and at the same time it's complicated. How would I? There's a lot to it. Anyway, I don't know if I'm rambling, but I think that this guy's good. Check out John Goris. Now we're getting to the best stuff, I guess. He sent me the new issue of Castle of Frankenstein. Now, I just found out about this as well recently, too, because, you know, I don't have a physical local comic shop. So I rely a lot on what's coming out and what's new from my friends here, you know, at the Hotel Sprinkle or at the Four Color Fossils. That's where I learn about new stuff a lot. So Castle of Frankenstein came out, and the new Castle of Frankenstein's been out. And this is the newest issue. This is spring of 2023. It looks great. It looks just like the old Castle of Frankenstein to me. Like higher quality. It looks really good. I can't wait to read this. Maybe this is going to have good articles in it, just like the old one did. We'll see. I'm excited about that. So we got that Castle of Frankenstein, number 37. And then the last thing that we get here is the Pizza Resistance. So this was the biggest purchase that I made from Kevin that I saw that he had that interested me. And it's this Dick Tracy. It's 4-color, Dell 4-color number, is it 34? Yeah. So it's Dell 4-color number 34. I don't know if, I think I might only have one other issue that's as old as this that says 4-color comic on it right there under the 10 cents like this does. It's got one single staple. It's probably a 2.0. I'm looking at it, I mean, just in hand at this point, maybe a 2.0 perhaps, maybe a 2.5, it's hard to say. I don't know what the exact year on here. I open it up and it says 1939. Is this as old as 1939? It looks like it is. So this makes this one of the oldest comics in my collection. It's definitely the oldest Dell 4-color. Looks really good. So one of the things that probably brings the value down on this book is there's a problem with the trimming here. You can see that it wasn't properly trimmed, and so at one point, you know, you had these pages that were kind of sticking out, and see it suffered from some spine roll. This comic's been around for a long time. It looks like it's been around since 1939, and so it's one of those mysteries to us. It's almost a haunted comic because we don't know where this came from or whose hands it passed through. 1939, I mean, it could have been, this comic could have been owned by anyone you could think of in the early 40s, late 30s. This could have been in the possession of Elvis Aaron Presley. This could have been Elvis's Dick Tracy, or maybe Elvis's twin brother. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. We looked at this Dick Tracy, which is 4-color number 34. It came from the Elvis Presley collection. I got these all the books we looked at today. I got them all from Kevin over at Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic, great day or evening, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.